I think that what is important now in Biovision is the fact that we have different kind of actors, and we step back for a while and we discuss. And so I was participating in the health session, and we see some different experiences. We have done with Grain Bank in Bangladesh, and we have the Millennium Villages. I was explaining what the Mérieux Foundation is doing in Africa and in Asia, especially in diagnosis of infectious diseases, because we are speaking about neglected diseases, and we should know also that it's necessary to have a more appropriate way of doing the diagnosis of the diseases, because it has to do with the drugs, and we know that there is a misuse of drugs. So it was good, at least, to discuss. But I have seen that this year a good job of preparation has been done during all 2006 years, and I would encourage it more for the next time. I think that it's a key point of the success. I personally received the report of the preparation, and it was good to have this, because during this kind of conference, what is very interesting is the network, because you meet some people. So to have a file of the emails of the people who were in Biovision, you were in Lyon, you remember, and you are doing a kind of network. So I will encourage the organizer of this conference to provide us more with all the database of the participants, and to have again for next time, to take more time to prepare. So when the people arrive in a panel for a parallel conference, it's to have already in mind the key points, and let's talk about that, because there are problems. We are still in mentioning what's happened, giving the key figures, and not, I think, going deep enough in how to solve it. So it just, I want to be positive, because at least now I think that Lyon have succeeded. It's a success for Lyon to have this kind of conference, because it's a real international conference of life science. But I think that we still need more NGOs. It's not because I'm coming from NGOs after 15 years spending with NGOs, but there is a lot of enterprise. Also, it has to do with the interest or not of the NGOs, but to have more NGOs, still to have some scientists and some research specialists and firms, because they are more involved in economic. And what is interesting is when we talk about when there is no economic viabilities, and when there is economic, and in this grey zone, how to work together between NGOs and firms, and also with the political. And I think that the next challenge for Biovision should be to have more politics. I mean, local authorities, because they are doing the politics locally in everywhere in the world. To have more NGOs. There is a lot of firms, companies. This is good, and we need now more NGOs and more political leaders, especially the local authorities. Yes, always a key question, because we were talking about the child MDG goals, which is to reduce by 2/3 the number of child dying. Now, actually, we have more than 10 million children dying per year, and it has to do half due to malnutrition and half by infectious diseases. And so everybody agrees about all these figures, but and there are good experiences, but still is how to be more efficient, how to work more with United Nations, because they are also the United Nations agencies. They are also in charge of promoting these Millennium Goals, and a lot of firms are interested to join this, and NGOs and so on. So we see that maybe we need more leadership. The question is now who is in charge and to do the coordination of this. And so Biovision shows that there are many initiatives, which is good, but where are the priorities? and what are the priorities. It's good that everybody has different priorities, but at the end of the discussion, we were talking. I was talking with the participants, and it seems that we need to maybe to clarify the priorities. And at least MDGs is already a priorities list, but now priorities of action, I would say, not of intention only, but action. And who can go, who can be on board and doing what to contribute to the action. So it's a process underway, and I think the result is a positive conference, but the expectation will be high next time. So I think that one of the key points will be to prepare it more and to be sure that when people are going, either you are doing general information for general public, okay, but I think that it's not the opportunity of Globvision will be more in having an upgrade of the discussion, and after that we could have a specific general discussion with some personalities, like in the morning, but in the afternoon, among the specialists, we should go more deeper and then prepare it more in advance, and maybe to do also a follow-up with, I would say, expected results, and to say because it's good intention and what are the action concretely.